When does the story start? With a biplane flying over a battlefield at dawn, with a whistling postman on a creaking bicycle delivering a telegram to a house in Eastbourne, a box of personal effects, with an engagement ring slipped onto a finger on the eve of a new century. Or before that, the moment of conception, the ghost trails of ancestors, or further back, before history, the meeting of a magician and a priestess, a curse, the splitting of light, the birth of shadows, to the death of worlds, to the beginning of the universe, the first fracturing of harmony and discord. Now I see it all, time compacted, occupying the same space, all contained within me, within this moment, the shining road stretching into the past, the present, and the future, intersecting alignments of lives, desires, and destinies. The winds of the world blow. Who can say where they begin? Who can disentangle their invisible threads? Who can sing their song? I can. I am a windsmith, and this is my song. Let me choose a point in time, a place, a person, about to discover there is more to life than meets the eye. Let me show you the year it all changed. It is the dawn of August 23rd, 1914. I'm in the passenger seat of a BE-2 biplane, flying over the opening battle of the First World War, the Battle of Mons. I'm Isambard Kerne, lately of Eastbourne, formerly a surveyor for the GWR, that's God's Wonderful Railway to you, and now an observer for the Royal Flying Corps. I'm wondering what on earth I am doing here. I'm in my early 40s and I did not need to enlist. But my brother is a Boer War veteran, as he's keen to remind me, and I felt obliged to do my bit. We were all swept along by the madness back then. Once the juggernaut of war started, it was almost impossible to stop. Like this biplane, piloted by Harry Mad Duck Mallard, all gung-ho and goggles. He loves all of this. He can't wait for the whole bloody shooting match to begin. Well, it has begun. The first cannon crashed the dawn. Our peace is broken. Down below, the British Expeditionary Force is hopelessly outgunned by Kluck's army. We're here to drive them back over the Franco-Belgian border. We're crossing a threshold, one I fear of no return. MacDuck guns the engine and takes us in. We're only meant to be doing a spot of reconnaissance. Take a few photographs, they said. Easier said than done, when it requires sticking your head over the side and holding onto the camera for dear life. Bullets whiz and ping around us. A line of them puncture the wing, punctuating the roundel. All is vibration and wind. That wind howling like a banshee around us. And then suddenly, it's before us, a cloud of fire, changing shape. An angel. A knight. Archers. Cries from below, both sides. The Tommy and the Hun, they've seen it too. Mad Duck, filled with a flag-waving frenzy, shouts, "Cry God for Harry, England!" and the words stick in his throat as a bullet rips into it. He flails at his neck and loses control of the plane, which pitches and yaws. The G-forces nearly bucked me out of my seat. We have no parachutes to stop us bailing out. We're in this ride until the end. I fear I am done for. But then we fly straight into the cloud of fire, and all is bright darkness, and the world becomes shadow. That wind, it scoured the very fibre of my being. It seemed to come from the dawn of the universe, chilled with the ice before existence. I found myself in a deathly cold cell without doors or windows. A prisoner in the abyss, suspended high in the dismal depths of the endless night. Stars glittered mockingly beyond my cell. I beat upon its crystal walls to no avail. The silence, the darkness was terrible. Time stretched around me like a vast ocean in which all of history was contained. I saw the patterns of my life like alignments between the stars, constellations of significance, seemingly random episodes seen with the perspective of hindsight rendered meaningful. After what seemed an eternity, I began to see flickers of light, geometric shapes forming on my retina. I saw before me a swirling window of sigils, 5 concentric circles, like the rings of a tree, flickering with letters of fire. Suddenly, there was a hideous shrieking, and fiery demons emerged from the ether, gibbering around me insanely, threatening to tear me apart with their talons and fangs of infernal fire. Plunging once more down the vortex, falling down the cosmic axis, the sigils swirling in my mind, burning into my skull like cattle brands. Screaming, I awoke in a world of jagged shadows and ice. I was no longer in the world I knew. I woke like a newborn babe in a strange world. I found myself in a mountainous area. The Pyrenees, the Alps, the further east. I was lost. Where the hell or heaven was I? These were not the South Downs of home. Weak from my ordeal in the void, I stumbled down the perilous path which snaked along the edge of the ravine. I needed a guide. And then one appeared in unlikely guise. An arrow of feathers darted into view, a small bird of prey, and Merlin. He lighted upon a branch, fixed me with a furious eye, and began to speak. I asked Merlin why he was trapped in this bird form, this esprit noir, this molten cage, and reaching to my mind, this is what the magician showed me. Like ivy to oak, clinging, sapping, the temptress overcame Merlin. Yet the druid did not resist. He had wearied of man's folly and pettiness. His stratagem was implemented. The pieces of his game were all in place, wood, water and air. And so he caved into her lips and eyes and hair. By subtle voice and supple caress, he succumbed to the wiles of enchantress. Or was that how this legerdemain only seemed to us? What cruel love took place in that grove, only the owl knows, only the owl knows. What ancient ritual was enacted in spellbound Broceliande, where a magician was enchanted? She stole a gramarye from the tip of his tongue, trapped him with his own cantrips, perhaps. As water flowed the words of power, she bathed in his spring, drank his magic dry, leaving him wizened with whistling bones and feathered hair, an old man doing bad. Fool! She howled a hollow victory. Now she held the keys to his mysteries. But with them came responsibility. The kingdom was in her keeping, whilst Warlock was released from mortal wheel. O keen-eyed sentinel, guiding from afar, guardian of Britain, Merlin's enclosure, watched over from his lonely esprit noir. Stripped of his power, he plotted and waited for Windsmith from another world to free him with his song. All the while, the name of his jailer haunting him in the night. Aveldra. Aveldra. And so, encouraged by this winged warlock, I began my quest to master the four winds. Guided and goaded by Merlin, I traversed the four corners of Shadow World. To Hyper-Eurus, the land beyond the east wind, the icy fastness of the endless steppes. To Hyper-Zephyrus, the land beyond the west wind, where lost islands can be found in the western sea. To Hypernotus, the land beyond the south wind, and the burning sands of the endless desert. And finally to Hyperborea, the land beyond the north wind, and a realm of fen and forest, mist and moor. Through ice and ocean, desert and mountain, through war and adversity, enduring the horrors of this world and the next. But nothing could prepare me for the deadliest of the species, Aveldra, the whirlwind. She who had ensorcelled Merlin. She would prove to be my best enemy. Oh, eyes of ice, cloak of fire, pale licks of hair, flaming desire. She's a whirlwind, drive me out of my mind. She's a whirlwind, you're running out of time. She'll snatch you up, she'll spit you out, she'll take no prisoners. There's no way out, because she's a whirlwind, the winking eye of tempest, the whirlwind. The female is the deadliest, wild, wild sorceress. With a kiss she'll steal your spells. drive me out of my mind. She's a whirlwind, and you're running out of time. I'm burning up. She's gonna blow on your flames. I'm burning up. She's gonna snuff you out. Snuff you out. Snuff you out. She's a whirlwind. She's a whirlwind. Eyes of ice, cloak of fire, with pale lips of hell, flaming desire. She's a whirlwind. Drive me out of my mind. Wild, wild, wild. You take love, you reverse it, you get evil, evolution. She's a whirlwind. Here comes the night. Here comes the night. Yeah. Gonna snuff you out, boy. The demon witch Aveldra was not alone. Her minions were everywhere, the agents of discord, spreading chaos. Can you not see their long scars grinning beneath their skin? And your friends and allies, your kith and kin. They have been the worm in the heart of humanity since the dawn of time. The serpent in the apple. The maggots in the apple. There were times when my quest seemed hopeless. Was I grasping at the air? How could I hope to become a Windsmith? Me, Isambard Kerne, an aviator without a biplane, an observer in the dark, an emperor of nothing. I am nothing. 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 I am everything. I am nothing. I am everything. I am nothing. Nothing is everything. Everything is nothing. 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 Adrift.
What do you do when you're in the heights and you can't believe you're looking down? What do you do when you're in the heights do when you're in the heights and your fateful meeting you can't endure? What do you do when you're in the heights and there's some fateful meeting you can't endure? Well, got a dead with incongruities. There a devil stood at it. What do you do when you're in the heights and she's talking like you're on the town? What do you do when you're in the heights and she's talking like you're on the town? And a word has been spoken, something about locksmiths and fire. Your body and you're feeling no desire, but it ain't show no exit from his way half removed from her. Well, all I'm seeing is a bad play in the darkness.
Adrift at sea, like the ancient mariner, I languished with the white shadow of my guilt hanging albatross-like around my neck. My presence in these afterlands was anomalous. Someone had to pay the price. It was my pilot, Mad Duck, who got it in the neck. His death paid the ferryman, I hoped. It haunted me. Then, a miracle. The winds of fortune changed for once in my favour. I was saved from the doldrums by a master mariner, Barinthus, he who knew the secrets of the seas and the stars. He guided me to a lost island at the crossroads of time. Far into the west, it was called Ashland. Here, where all the cast-away dreams of humanity seem to have been washed up, I found hope in the unlikely guise of one of the lost of history, Amelia Earhart, 30s aviatrix, record-breaking pilot, pushing the boundaries of her sex and her time. A new world gal from another age. She blew me off of my feet. I didn't stand a chance. As she taught me the secrets of wind singing, the art of flying by the power of sound alone, I found myself falling hopelessly in love. She was a priestess of the spiral now, and this was strictly forbidden. But despite this taboo, we found ourselves inexorably pulled together. It was a tide we could not resist. Together we soared to new heights as my angel unlocked my song. Your love is my mountain of faith, my pillar to heaven, my movable temple. I take sanctuary in it, and it nourishes me. Your love gives me the strength to live my truth. Armed with your belief, I can accomplish anything. Your love is a proud ship. It is waves breaking. Your love fills my sails, lifts my flags. It is the air that feeds the candle flame. It is the light, and it is the darkness. The night that soothes, a nest of dreams. Your love is being embraced by your eyes, being seen by your lips, tasted by your hands. Your love is a feast. It is a dinner prepared with tenderness, a blessed transformation. Your love is an act of grace. It is a redemption and a release, a prayer and an offering, a flower that will never wilt. Your love is a soft rain. It is a song sung in silence. I am listening to it now, the endless syllable between the words. I float upon it in my sleep. Waking, I wear it like a cloak, an invisible cloak, and walk with it protected, an angel at my shoulder, taking me home. Yet, what goes up must come down. Our forbidden love exacted a terrible price. We destroyed paradise with a kiss. In the ruins of a lost island, we held each other amid the flotsam and jetsam of our desire. Pursued by the consequences of our deed, we fled across shadow world, haunted by pale shadows. We walked the burning path, protested to the utmost, and survived. From the ashes of hope, we snatched the sacred names of the winds. One by one, they fell into place. The cardinal winds were mine to call upon. I held the keys to their mysteries all along. The sigils glimpsed in the void. Their sound, the key notes of the universe, the primal chords. I had mastered them, or they had mastered me. I had become a windsmith. Like Merlin, I commanded the winds.
Swimming west, he's headed for home. He swum the whole wide ocean, and with wisdom on he roams. I am the windsmith. This is my prayer.
My comrades for the reckoning, the final battle to decide the fate of Shadowworld. The forces of harmony, led by Merlin, oppose the forces of chaos, led by Aveldra, his nemesis. Heroes and villains from all periods of history gathered. In the wasteland of a wounded kingdom, the lost of history clashed, and the world reverberated with the dragons of war. Kerne and Cambria, Erin and Alba, Logress, Logress. Kerne and Cambria, Erin and Alba, Logress, alas, Logress. Red skies, black seas, burning rivers, bone trees. The earth it is keening. Can you hear her? Can you hear? The days they darken, a bitter rain falls, the people are weeping, while the mad kings rule. Above beating thunder, our doom draws near. Look up in wonder, fools knees in fear. Fang and wing, flame and claw. Fang and wing, flame and claw. Dragons of Albion make roar, Fang and wing, flame and claw. Dragons of Albion make roar, rise in the reckoning, the reckoning. Windsmith gets Windsmith, able to discord, armies clash at dusk. Windsmith gets Windsmith, able to discord, armies clash at dusk. The power of words versus silence. Swords. Our forces were devastated. The bravest and the best had met their fate. Aveldra and her demon army looked set to triumph. Collision of earth. All seemed lost. There came a point in battle where it all came down to me. This is what I have been training for. This will be the proof of the pudding. Was I a true Windsmith? Amid the chaos, I found my core of peace. With my cunning art, I released Merlin from his feathered cage. Emaciated, he stood before me, an old young man filled with ire and awesome power, and the tide of battle turned. Merlin confronted his former lover, enslaver, Aveldra. She mocked him, but the words died on her lips. Now it was his turn to take her breath away. He drew the spiritus from her like poison from a wound. Howling like a banshee, she was inhaled by the void, along with her agents of discord, and all was silent. The war is over. We've won, but at what cost? All I have loved here has been lost. I feel alone, so alone. I long to see my beloved Albion once more. As I used my grammar eye to open the angel gates, the four winds swirling together to create a portal of my crossing, I felt the heart-wrenching pull of Hiraeth, a deep longing for the earth.
Has it come to the mothership? Come to the mothership. Has it come to the mothership? I'll meet you at the ledge. I say you're right, 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 you're wrong. And I say choose your time. Can time really find us reaching out for the same degree? the mothership. I said, come.
Weak from battle, I wield a staff to support me as I step through the angel gates, returning to earth, no longer simply Isambard Kerne, observer Royal Flying Corps, or that what things I have seen, but as a Windsmith. Ahead, I see the South Downs of Sussex. The ancient figure, the long man of Wilmington, opens like a gate. The hollow hills close behind me. The shadows fade. Clean sunlight dazzles me at first. A warm breeze caresses my grizzled features, my rags fluttering in the breeze. I weep and kiss the earth. I lay down upon the greensward and let the weariness of the road bleed from me. I look up into the blue, blue sky. Above, a kestrel hovers in the wind. Entranced, I watch its graceful ballet. Time slows. Then, a Spitfire flies by, the deep throb of its Merlin engine splitting the peace. There's war in the air, but mine is over. I hear the ancestors calling me, voices from deep, deep within the land. I go to join them.